shootout with a possible suspect, James Bond.
Police are now arresting him and will conduct an interrogation later tonight, where they'll try and get him to confess to the crimes.
He did it again.
Easy, Leaper.
I warned him. He knew exactly what he was doing.
And how do you know it's him?
It's all over the news.
And when did you start believing everything you hear from the news?
What should I do?
Find out the truth.
This here is District Attorney Roden. He's never lost a case. You know what he's wondering? Whether you're going to walk out here like a man or cry like a fool on your way to the death house. You see, the DA likes the needle. Whereas for me, I like to see a man like you live a long life with all his teeth knocked out. Locked up until a brother cannot tell whether you're human or an animal. I don't know what type of man you are or what type of punishment you prefer. But Roden here is a generous man and he'll let you take your pick. If you save us and the city a long and costly trial. Confess now.
What the hell is this?
Who the hell is Jack Leaper? Jack Leaper is a ghost. No residence, no driver's license, no cell phone, no email, no history, nothing.
Can you at least tell me who he is?
Well, I can tell you who he was. Blood military, born and raised on bases abroad. His mother was a French national and his father was a general. His first trip to South Africa was to attend the military academy. He spent a bulk of his service in the military police. By all accounts, a brilliant investigator, but probably a troublemaker too. He then gets demoted to captain but quickly makes his way back to major. And then 2 years ago, he musters out. After a literal lifetime in the military, he just up and quits. And then for the second time in his life, he enters South Africa and then just simply disappears.
Dead, maybe?
Not according to Social Security. Pension is deposited monthly and someone is making an occasional withdrawal. Can't find out where without a warrant.
Why I can't drive or fly, at least not under his real name. Any warrants?
Clean.
A guy that's hard to find, he's gotta be wanted for something.
His record is clean.
So, how do you find this Leaper?
Well, obviously you don't find this guy unless he wants to be found.
Sorry to disturb you, sir, but there's a Jack Leaper here to see you. He says it's urgent.
Can we help you?
James Bond.
So how do you know him?
What happened to him?
A couple of the inmates got a hold of him.
Why wasn't he in protective custody?
There was an oversight.
Don't lie. You knew exactly what you were doing. You threw him to the wolves.
What's done is done.
So what now?
Now he's in a coma. We'll try him when he wakes up. If he wakes up. Now it's your turn, Leaper. Tell me what you know. Why did he call you as a witness?
I don't think he did.
He called you by name.
Can I take a look at the evidence?
No.
Well then, I'm done here.
Wait!
We're at a deal. I take you to bar and you tell me what you know.
I know that he killed 4 people. I know that he's in a coma. And I know that there's a bus stop approximately 28 minutes for me to walk to.
So you're just gonna leave your friend? Just like that?
He's not my friend. You don't want to do that.
Then why did he call for you then?
Well, this is a new law. You know you're not allowed to speak to my client without me present.
We're not speaking to your client. He's in a coma, for crying out loud.
Helen Roden, Jack Leaper.
Jack Leaper?
Helen Roden.
Yeah, she's the district attorney's adopted daughter. It's quite an interesting story, actually.
I'd like to hear it.
How did you find him?
We didn't. He came to us.
Well, let's go before this gets a bit awkward. We're meeting you.
Likewise.
So you're Jack Leaper?
And you're the DA's daughter. Is that even legal?
Fortunately. Wait, you're my only defense witness.
I'm not your defense witness.
Your friend seems to think so.
He's not my friend. Why does everyone assume that?
Why else would he ask for you? And why else would you be here to help him?
I'm not here to help him. I'm here to bury him.
So how do you know James Barr?
Why are you representing him?
I'm a lawyer.
Why are you trying to clear Bob?
I'm not trying to clear him, I'm just trying to get him off death row.
By proving he's insane.
That's an option. My father has never lost a case. Want to know why? Because he never picks a fight he cannot win. Every murder suspect in this town has 2 choices: confess or face death against a DA that never loses. My firm has reason to believe that there's more than one innocent man that has gone down without a fight.
That's a noble idea. But believe me, James Barr is not innocent.
You haven't even seen the evidence.
There are 4 kinds of people who join the military. For some, it's a family trait. Then there are those who are patriotic and are eager to serve. Then you get those who just need a job. Then there's the kind that's looking for legal means of killing people. James Barr is one of those. He was made a sniper, trained hard, 2,000 rounds a week. With every shot, he's taught to visualize the basic man's skull through his scope. Finally, he's deployed to Iraq. He's put on Overwatch. All day long, he stares through a scope at civilians, women, children. Day in and day out for 2 long years. Never authorized to fire one single shot. Then comes the drawdown. For James Barr, the war is over. 2,000 rounds a week. Not one a human target. He had been hungry. He had an itch he couldn't scratch. Imagine that feeling. Days, weeks, years. Imagine tomorrow you're going home, and if you don't scratch that itch now, you never will. You need a release. You need a target, but the who of the target never once enters your mind. He covered his tricks well, just like sane people do, and almost got away with it. But I caught him, and he confessed.
So why didn't he go to prison?
What James Barr didn't know that day was that the 4 civilian contractors he shot had just spent a weekend in what they call a rape rally. 100 girls died, their ages ranging from 9 to 19. So they included it in the fog of war and made the deaths disappear. The last time I saw Barr, I made him a promise. And when I saw his name on the news, I came here to keep that promise. But now I don't have to.
What makes you so sure you still haven't seen the evidence?
Your father has. And he's never lost a case. Bar's not getting away with murder.
You said he confessed in Iraq. He didn't confess this time.
This time he knew better.
He asked for you. I want to know why. You want to know why. I can see it. And you can't ask Bar, and the DA will not let you see the evidence. My lead investigator has access to all the evidence.
Where's your lead investigator?
I'm looking right at him.
Goodbye, Helen Roden. Cross?
Leaper,
Really? I leave you for one day and this is how it looks when I get back.
actually, you've left me for a day and I've learned how to make roast chicken, baked potatoes, and garlic bread.
I think I'm gonna leave more often.
Feast your eyes.
More like cease your eyes.
KFC or Nando's? Did you see the evidence?
No.
Did you talk to Bar?
No. He's in a coma.
So what you gonna do?
Nothing. The DA's onto him. He's not gonna get away with murder.
What if he didn't do it?
What do you mean, what if he never did it? He's done things before, and you know that. Innocent people died. They deserve justice. Bar deserves to die.
And you don't? Jack, everyone deserves to die. And you said innocent people deserve justice. Well, what if Bar is innocent? He deserves justice. You need to find out who did this.
No cheating. I'll get the candles.
No, they're here.
Who? Yes, come.
Find the killer, Jack.
Why are we doing this again?
Someone has to die. Someone always has to die. There will be killings until the score's settled.
Jake. Jake. Jake! You do realize that you're asking me to look at a cold-blooded killer, a man who I believe to be guilty objectively.
Yes, that is what I'm asking.
I'll do it. The first thing you're gonna do is look at the victims objectively.
The victims? I'm trying to get James Ball off death row, not bring more evidence to light that's going to prove he's guilty.
I know. And that's why you're looking at the victims. If it was just random people who happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, then Bar's guilty. But if we can find some sort of connection, a motive behind the victims, then we can prove his innocence.
Mind if I share your seat? I'm Sandy.
That's nice.
What's your name?
Bradley Smith.
You don't look like a Bradley.
What do I look like?
I don't know, just not a Bradley. So are you new in town?
Usually.
It's kind of cold out here. Do you maybe want to go someplace warmer? I've got a car.
Are you even old enough to drive?
I'm old enough to do a lot of things.
I'm sorry, Sandy, but I'm on a budget.
What?
I can't afford you.
I'm not a hooker.
Well, then I really can't afford you.
I'm serious. I work at the auto parts store.
What I mean is, the cheapest woman tends to be the one that you pay for.
I'm not a hooker.
What's this?
He called me a whore.
Is that true?
No one said anything about a whore. She inferred hooker, but I meant slut.
Hey, that's our sister.
Is she a good kisser?
Hey, get up now. Let's see if your bite is as big as your buck.
Take her home first.
I'll take her home as soon as I'm done with you.
You won't be able to.
You think?
All the time. You should try it.
Oh, that's a great job. But I'm gonna beat you up. Now get up. Stay here, Sandy.
Why? I'm not afraid of the sight of blood.
Well, I guess that means you're not pregnant anymore.
Still think you're funny now?
Shut up, Sandy. No one is talking to you.
That's your last chance to walk away.
Kidding, right? It's 5 against 1.
It's actually 3.
How do you figure?
Well, I'll take out the leader, which is you. And then I have to contend with 1 or 2 enthusiastic wingmen. And the other 2 always run.
So you, huh? Done this before?
It's getting late. Just remember, you asked for this. Really? Who hired you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who hired you?
Jeb said that I needed to seduce you. He said that you were perverts and it was an easy way to make 100 rand.
Why don't you say no?
Because when Jeb tells you to do something, you do it.
And who hired Jeb?
I don't know. I don't know why Jeb told us to do this.
Do you have money?
A little. Why?
Get out of town for a few weeks.
Why?
Just get out of town.
Wait! Who are you? Who are you really?
I'm a person who just wants to be left alone.
With you, huh? It's him, isn't it? I ain't seeing you, man.
Relax. What happened?
Bazitani hired an investigator.
Who?
Lipa. He was at the park today and I was there watching him. It's almost as if he knew something. You said we don't like people asking questions.
No, we shouldn't.
So I took steps.
You took steps?
Local people, my guys.
And they blew back on you?
I figured 5 guys would do it.
This franchise was yours to manage, that's all. Maintenance is our thing. You understand?
Yeah, I understand, but I couldn't reach you.
Well, that's how this works.
I had to make a decision.
These guys, I want their names.
They're in the file.
Do these guys even know who you are?
Just one, but I took care of it.
You... Where's the body?
Distributed. Relax. No one's gonna find it.
Suppose we want it found.
Why would you want it found?
Because we have a way of doing things so that they stay done, clean. A missing person isn't clean.
Whatever, man. You just had to kill 1 person, but instead you killed 4. And that other guy, you just left him there in his kitchen for the police to find. You call that clean?
I call it done. They're looking at the shooter, not the target. And Cross, I did that to make sure Lipa stays out of this.
Well, it didn't work. Lipa's involved.
Oh, freak.
We make it messy now so we don't get messy later. And we don't leave questions unanswered, ever.
Okay. I made a mistake. Tell me how to fix this.
Open your eyes.
No, I ain't seeing you.
Makes no difference.
Okay, I made a mistake, but I can fix this. Tell me how to fix it.
To survive, you do not say fix it, because you can't. You covered up one mess and you made another.
You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Just tell me what to do. Tell me how to fix this.
When I was in prison in the gold mines, you working on the ground, with no food, no sunshine, only darkness. The wood was weak due to the termites eating it all away. Eventually it collapsed. My arm was stuck under the debris for weeks. No one came to help me. The only thing that I had in my pocket was a knife. I realized I had two choices, to die or to cut off my arm. That's how I survived and so many didn't. So show me you'll do anything to survive.
I don't understand.
The fingers from your left hand.
You've got a knife?
No, bite them off.
Come on, man, you've got to be kidding.
You can do it.
I can't.
So what do we do about the sleeper?
What you always do.
You're working for me. Do you understand that? That means that everything you do is a reflection on my firm and on me.
I was set up. There was this girl. She came on to me, picked a fight, and her 5 brothers got involved. She got thrown when I told her my name.
Was she expecting Rocky Balboa?
She wasn't expecting Bradley Smith. Look, she wanted to hear Jack Leaper. She knew who I was. And those 5 guys were her brothers. Come on, man. Someone sent those boys to put me down.
Who?
I have an idea. How was your day?
It was awful. And on top of that, I found no connection between any of the victims.
So what did you learn?
Rita Lewis worked as a cleaning lady and worked at a house near the park. She was usually late for work, but she had a good reason. Since her brother was 9 years old, she had to personally drop him at school to make sure he went. But her dedication had paid off as her brother became an honor student. As a reward for all his hard work, Rita was taking him to his first Chiefs Pirate match. She was on her way to pick up the tickets that afternoon. Nancy Holtz. Last words to her husband were a lie. She told her husband she was taking her car in for service, but in fact she was headed to the mall. She told the shop cashier that she did not want the purchase showing up on her credit card because she wanted to surprise her husband for their 10th wedding anniversary. Oline Archer never liked her husband's construction business, even after helping him build it from scratch. So it came as a relief to her when her husband's falling health would force her to sell it to the competition. Her husband had given his life to the company, but now that it was hers, she couldn't bring herself to let it go. She was on her way to secure a loan that day so that she could keep the business she had always hated. Darren Taylor was an investment broker. His wife said he had grown increasingly distant. She can't remember their last words to one another. All she knows is they weren't kind. Darren's body was found next to a bouquet of fresh roses that morning, and his wife takes comfort in knowing that in his last moments, he was probably thinking of her.
So what did you learn?
You want me to say you're right? You want me to say that James Boss should die? maybe he should.
No, I mean, what did you learn about the victims?
What more do you want? They were 4 innocent people murdered at random.
No, it wasn't random.
What else would you call it then?
Take Nancy and Darren, for instance. The odds were they were having an affair.
What?
Why would anyone buy roses for their wife on the way to work? You buy them on your way home. And why was Nancy so worried about a charge that would reflect on the credit card on the weekend of the anniversary? Unless it was a gift she was trying to hide. That's why Nancy stood still while everyone ran.
You can't prove that.
It wouldn't be hard. Cell phone, emails.
What is your point exactly?
My point is that 2 of the victims were not there by chance.
What does any of this prove? So what? 2 of the people that were shot were having an affair. That doesn't change anything.
James Barr is a sniper. Not the best, not the worst. But he trained for 2 years non-stop. And what do you think that type of training does to a person? It makes people who aren't so smart seem smart by beating tactical awareness into them. 99% of the evidence your father had against Barr didn't exist in your world. And it wasn't because Barr was smart, it's because he had trained. From the side of the park, where the shooter was shooting from, the sun would have been in his eyes, and the targets were moving left and right. It's difficult shooting conditions for any sniper. In Iraq, however, the sun was behind Barr, and the targets were in single file. That's suitable conditions for even an average sniper. The exact same conditions he would have had on the other side of the park. Now, I'm not saying that he couldn't have killed those people from the west side of the park, but that he wouldn't have.
So you're saying he's crazy?
No. Any single piece of evidence I would buy, but all of it, it was such a great crime scene. But no one ever thought that maybe it was too great. And how did one of those bullets fall out the car? I mean, he fired from inside the van. It's as if someone planted that out there. James Barr, an average shooter, shooting in poor conditions, and doesn't miss, not even one. Barr was incapable of such perfection.
Okay, so maybe he got lucky.
I would have been willing to accept that, until those 5 guys took a run at me. Whoever sent them made a mistake. Someone got nervous and tried to run me off. They tried to put me in a coma right next to the scapegoat. That's why Barr asked for me, because he knew that I was the only one who could pick up that this investigation was made too easy.
Wait. Are you suggesting
James Barr is innocent?
You've got no proof. They won't accept this. There's too much evidence against Barr. What's this?
There was a car that was following me today. How long will it take you to run plates?
I don't know. About an hour?
Do it.
When? No, this is my problem now. I'll handle it.
Yeah?
Your cover's been blown. They're running the plates.
So must I do it?
Yes.
Done.
Yeah. Give it to me. Okay, got it. Thanks. The car is registered to a company named Scribes Enterprises. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Conspiracy to kill 4 random people. Ridiculous.
3. 3 random people to hide one specific target.
Someone needed Olene Archer's company. and she wouldn't give it up.
Sandy, it's you, right? Hey Sandy, it's me, Charlie.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Oh, you don't recognize me? Don't break my heart. It's me, Charlie, Jeb's friend.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
We were both pretty wasted, eh? So.
Oh.
Do you live here?
Yeah, just around the block.
No way, I just moved in right here. How crazy is that?
Yeah, small world.
Wow, you look amazing.
Thanks.
So, have you got plans tonight?
Yeah, I do.
I'd love to take you out. Can I call you?
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late.
Wait, you haven't given me your number.
Get it from Jeb.
I don't like it when people walk away from me.
Leave me alone.
I'll leave you alone as soon as I've killed you.
Who exactly am I looking for?
Someone who looks like they could have killed that girl with one punch.
There's only one guy who's in room 1109.
What's his name?
Bradley Smith. You'll see.
No, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
I issued the warrant an hour ago.
According to one of the victim's close friends, Lipa threatened and assaulted them a few nights ago.
No, they assaulted Lipa. He's been set up.
Oh, come on, Helen. By who?
I don't know, but why would he kill her? What is his motive?
Maybe this is the link. Why did James Bar ask for him? This is the question we'd all like answered. Maybe Lipa is James Bar's accomplice. Bar called Lipa because they are both killers.
Do you even hear yourself?
Helen, if you know where Lipa is, you need to tell us.
I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him since he left here a few hours ago.
I think she's telling the truth.
Oh, you think? Wow, thanks, Dad.
Hey, I want you not to go near him.
You come into my home and treat me like I'm an accessory.
Oh, come on!
All right, enough. We're done.
No, I'm not done.
You're both done. Get out. This is Helen.
I'm guessing the police are there.
Yep.
Based on your response, I'm guessing you have 30 seconds before you hang up the phone.
If that.
If you believe someone can frame Bar, you have to believe they can do the same to me.
I suppose that is possible.
She was innocent. They killed her because of me. They want me to run, but I won't until I finish this.
No, that's not a good idea.
Listen, 2 things. One, I stole your car. If you want, you can end this. You can hang up, report the car missing. I'll understand.
And anything else?
I don't want to say this earlier, but due to the circumstances, I'm going to say it. You need to watch what you say around your father and Emerson. I think one of them is in on it.
Alright, thanks for calling. I've got to go.
Wait. From day one, there were only 3 people who knew I was here. Your father, Emerson, and me. You need to ask yourself, who has the most to lose if we prove Bar to be innocent? Who tried to warn you off me? Of course I could be wrong. And if you think I am, just hand over the phone. There's no point in getting any deeper.
Who's that you're talking to?
The office. Are we done?
Helen, listen, we need to talk.
Good night.
Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for the owner of this place.
That will be me, Martin Cash.
Jack Leeper.
What can I do for you, Mr. Leeper?
I'm looking for a friend of mine. We served in Iraq. The guy just dropped the grid, you know.
It happens.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a shooter. I hear he lives around here.
And just what would your friend's name be?
James Bar.
Bar. Sorry, never heard of him.
I actually think you have. I think you've dreaded the day the cops come in here asking questions about him. You know the family of the victims could sue you, since he came here to perfect his craft.
What do you want?
The names of his friends.
You know, some of the O's around here, they don't like it when people come and mess around with the constitutional rights. Suppose I tell them you're a cop and you messing around in their affairs.
I'm not a cop.
So who are you?
I work with Bar's attorney. We have reason to believe that he's innocent.
You two must be smoking your socks.
Why is it then that I'm the only one who bothered to track him down this far? You help me, I'll be in your debt.
And if I say no?
Maybe you can wash cars for a living.
Put 3 in the center and maybe we'll talk.
Don't I at least get a few rounds to warm up?
Four centimeters to the right. You're a little rusty, Mr. Leaper. Okay, now I'll answer one of your questions.
Who's your best shooter?
James Barr. I took the targets down the minute I heard about the shooting. These are the best shots I have ever seen this side of town.
Suppose I told you that James Barr wasn't this good on his best day at the army.
I gave these targets myself. I even signed every one of them. I guarantee you this is James Barr.
Did you hang them down range too?
What? Are you joking with me?
What I'm trying to say is that it's possible that Barr had a friend. One who set your targets on the range. Maybe Barr led him, so he could feel good about himself.
The shooters I know wouldn't do that for their own mother.
Unless he was framing his mother for multiple murder. And he was using your range to do that. Barr didn't come alone, did he? Do you know if one of your boys knew that you got a camera here, they're likely to kill you?
I got this camera because they're likely to kill me. There's Barr. Always liked him.
There. Him.
The idiot.
This is Helen.
We've got a candidate for our shooter. Picture, possible prints, and one angry eyewitness.
I can't talk right now.
It's going to take me 3 hours to get back. And don't talk to anyone until I get there.
Okay, I'll look into it. Thanks.
So what Leaper thinks is that the intended target was Olin Archer, all because of the company she wanted to keep. Do you actually believe Leaper's story?
It doesn't matter if I believe it. It doesn't even matter how much of it I can prove. All that really matters is how much of it is true.
Do you hear how delusional you sound right now?
What happened to you?
Are you really so set on putting this man to death that you ignore? I have pulled all this paper on my name. If Lipa is right, my life, your daughter's life is in danger. Whatever happens next is on your head, whether you're involved or not. You're the district attorney, and I've given you compelling evidence to investigate Scribes Enterprises. Your next move will tell me whose side you're on.
Oh, I see. So this is a test. Well, this might be hard for you to believe, but I do love you. And no matter how absurd I find all this, I won't ignore it. So if you really believe that you're in danger, then the next order of business is to put you in protective custody right now.
And how safe will I be if you're a part of it?
Really, Helen?
Business matters are personal.
It's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Helen?
No.
Oh, sorry. Wrong number.
Is this Lipa?
Who is this?
Answer the question. Is this Lipa?
It's you. The guy from the call.
Lipa?
Helen, are you hurt?
She will be if you're not here in 1 hour. Do I need to tell you how this works?
You'll mess me around. Make sure that I'm not followed. You'll lure me into an ambush and kill me.
Ah, you ruined my surprise.
I've got a bigger surprise. I went down to the gun range. I have your picture and prints. I'm taking it to the feds. The law is all yours. On second thought, I'd like to kill you.
Listen here, you fool. I'll kill this girl if you're not here in 1 hour.
You think I'm a hero, but I'm not a hero. I'm a drifter with nothing to lose. You killed that girl to frame me. You killed Cross for no freaking reason. I mean to beat you to death and drink your blood from a boot. Now this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna give me the address, and I'll come there when I'm good and ready. And when I call, if she doesn't answer the phone, if I think you've even scratched her, I will disappear. And if you're smart, that will scare you, because I'll be in your blind spot, and I have nothing better to do. Do you have a pen? I don't need one. Man, I wish Cross was here.
Who's Cross?
My best friend.
What happened to him?
They killed him.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's kill them all and let God deal with him.
This guy thinks he can control us. How foolish.
So, what are we doing here?
We need to come up with a plan. If you're going to take down Scribe Enterprises. And we need weapons. Wait here.
Hey, Leaper! What happened here?
You don't want to know.
Hey!
Easy, Reaper.
Cross?
Hey, Leaper! Who's this?
It's him. You were dead. They killed you.
I know. Now, have you seen the evidence?
Yes.
And?
Paul's not guilty.
So what now?
So we were thinking to take out those guys that really did this.
Good.
There, the shooter's between those lights. You can see both roads coming and going. The minute we stand up, he's gonna shoot us.
Well, can you take them out?
No, I can't see anything, not with those lights up.
So shoot them out.
Yeah, sure. And he knows right where I am. Why don't I just put some fireworks and put a sign above my head and say, yeah, shoot me. Nah, I'll start shooting when he does.
So how do you propose we get him started?
Well, you could always start running.
Man's got a point. Let's get going.
Why did you do it? You make it sound like I had a choice, didn't you? You should not have taken steps so that if anything happens to me...
If anything should happen to you, it will happen in front of your father, while he begs for your life. You should not have involved him in this. And now you're about to see what I'm capable of. And you'll want to forget me then.
Lipa?
Are you okay?
Lipa, please don't do this. Please don't. Not for me.
Helen, listen to me. They're not going to hurt you until they have me. And that's never going to happen. You hear me? Just hang in there. We're coming to get you. What are Anytime now, Cash.
Damn it!
I think Martin's been hit. I'll go and check on him. You go get the girl.
Yes, sir.
And Lipa, finish them for good this time.
Yes, sir.
What's the matter?
You might want to get out of here.
Why? Have you lost faith in me?
The guy with Lipa. I killed him. I watched him die. And I don't know how, but he's out there fighting right now. All I'm saying is, you can't defeat death.
Drop it. Now.
Well, that's stupid of you.
Already told you. I want to beat you to death.
Lipa, if you're out there, just know if you try anything, Helen will die.
You were wrong about my father.
My bad. I don't know who you think you're trying to fool, but it's all over for you. And I hope you enjoy prison, because that's where you're going to spend the rest of your sad life. Why are you laughing?
Because you're wrong. When the cops get here, they find a whole bunch of dead bodies. And they'll find you, a man wanted for murder. And they'll find me, a man at the wrong place and at the wrong time. Who do you think they'll arrest? Who do you think they'll find guilty? That minute, you cannot run away from your shame.
And you can't run away from your destiny. Burn in hell.
Hey, what took you so long, Lipa? Klaus and I were already discussing your funeral arrangements.
At least I can dodge a bullet.
The lights got in my eyes.
Yeah. Blame it on the lights.
My name is Helen Roden. This conversation is protected by the attorney-client privilege. Do you know what that means? Okay, now the police didn't speak to you, did they? They're not allowed to do that without me.
No. How bad was it? How many did
You don't remember anything from the incident?
No. I don't even remember why did I do what I did. Look, if they say I done it, then I did. I've done things before. I did something bad, real bad, a long time ago, and I got away with it.
James, how well do you know this place?
Pretty well.
And how do you think you would have done it?
I guess I would have set up on the east. The sun would be at the back at that time of the day. I got a van. I would have fired from the driver's seat. I'd get away real clean. The cops wouldn't be able to find a bullet. Does that sound about right?
Don't worry, James. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm going to take good care of you.
No, you can't protect me. No one can.
From what? From who?
There's this guy. He's some kind of a cop. At least he used to be. He doesn't care about the law. He doesn't care about proof. He only cares about what's right. He knows what I did. He made me a promise. If I ever got into trouble, he'd be there.
And what if he knew you didn't do it?
It's not possible. No. Maybe it is. There's this other guy. The two of them are friends. This guy is really nice. He only cares about the truth, and he stands up for it. He is the truth.
What's his name?
Jake Cross.